Man, work has just been a grind lately. Oh, shoot. What time is it? Oh man, I gotta get clocked back in. It's time we talk about the biggest issue with Mortal Kombat 11 that absolutely needs to be avoided in Mortal Kombat 12, and that's how the game does not respect your time. It feels like a second job, like a chore to play, and a video game should never feel like that. It started in Injustice 2, and somehow, even though there were many complaints about it, it got worse in Mortal Kombat 11. The grind was at an all-time high. There is a ton of stuff to unlock in this game. Some might say too much stuff, and I do mean stuff. Using Scorpion as our example here, there's almost 90 icons you can unlock to use as a symbol for your custom variation for Scorpion. Then, if we go into actually edit a Scorpion variation, there's 33 masks, 33 katanas, and 32 spears, most of all which you unlock, all with the option to apply augments onto to use in single player towers, once you unlock those too, of course. Then we have 70 skins, and I say skins with quotation marks because there's only 4 or 5 actual skins with various attire alterations. Then those are each featured in a dozen or so different color schemes each and labeled as an individual skin. 4 intro animations, 5 victory animations, then a second fatality, some brutalities, and end of round taunts you can unlock as well. That was over 250 items I just listed. And that's just Scorpion's unlockables. There are 37 characters in this game, each with about the same amount of unlockables. And it doesn't stop there. There's also over 500 unlockable icons for your player card online, as well as 300 unlockable backgrounds for that card, and over 150 pieces of art, including endings, music, and story-related things to unlock. So, the million-dollar question is, how do we unlock things in this game? Spending your hard-earned money? That alone would be negatively received, but no. It's actually much worse than that, surprisingly. Spending your very limited time. You know, that most valuable thing that none of us are guaranteed any certain amount of in life. And they don't exactly make it easy, either. Long gone are the days of beating an arcade tower, going into a simple room filled with rows of coffins, and spending some coins you earn to unlock what you want. Now, if you want certain items for a character you enjoy playing, you're going to have to spend dozens of hours in towers of time. Worse yet, those towers rotate in and out, thus may not always be available for you to play when you have the time or the motivation. Forget your Friday night plans, you've got towers to beat. Oh, and it doesn't stop there either. Some towers require augments and various other means to get past them. It's not just a simple arcade tower of the past. Some have gimmicks attached that raise the difficulty or require you to do X, Y, or Z to earn the reward you're even going for. But wait, there's more. To get the item you want, it may be through another means. It could require you to perform 100 fatalities with that character, or maybe 50 brutalities. Perhaps it's by winning so many matches online. Or how about during story mode? Maybe, just maybe, it'll be in the rotating premium shop, where a select few items are rotated in and out on a timer, and you need time crystals to purchase them. What are time crystals? Oh, you earn those in the game. Not to be confused with coins, though, which are used to open up chests in the crypts. Also not to be confused with soul fragments, or hearts, which also act as currencies for things to unlock in the game. Yeah, oof. I know what you're thinking. No, this isn't a mobile game. Sadly, no. This is a full-priced retail game with full-price DLC. Speaking of the Crypt, we haven't even gotten to the worst parts yet. As cool as the Crypt is aesthetic-wise, exploring old stages much like you'd see in Conquest mode in Deception and Armageddon, this time around, it serves as a means to suck the time right out of you. Towers of Time are extremely grindy, but the Crypt can be a total time suck. What starts off as a very cool presentation quickly sets in as a way to make it feel impossible to get the item you actually want. You have to use all the aforementioned currencies in the game to progress through the Crypt, save for time crystals, unlocking hundreds of randomly filled containers only to find that there is no endgame in sight. Once you've opened all the containers, you can use the currencies to refill the containers with more stuff, then to go through and open them again in hopes of finding what you're looking for. Not only that, but there's a fun little fountain that you can go donate to get a random thing for a random character or something. Good luck getting that specific mask for Scarlet you're aiming for. It doesn't end there, though, as far as the Crypt goes. There's also a system that requires you to do a fatality on a character 25 times, used to be 50, in order to get that character's head to put on a spike in the Crypt to unlock some things for that character. And then, there's a random generated event where a chest will show up in a hidden location at a specific time on a specific day decided on by the developers, in which, don't worry, they'll send out a tweet when that happens to hint towards that location. And then to top it all off, there's the Kombat League. This features ranked online seasons with specific rewards to that season. How high you rank during that season determines which rewards you unlock. Perhaps you really want that new Garrus skin or Liu Kang gear piece. Well, you better be good at the game, and you better be willing to dedicate your time to the game during that season. Forget little Timmy's Little League aspirations, you've got Kombat League aspirations to train for. Lastly, the game does not feature cross-saves, so all that time you spend unlocking certain things is completely meaningless if you decide to switch to a different platform, as I have. I had to start over from scratch when switching to Steam from PS4, so I lost everything. This game demands your time. If you're a completionist, stay far away from this game for your own mental health. If you want a game that you can just pick up and play with your friends casually, prepare to see a lot of options you're never going to have. Even just wanting to use all the skins you do have, it requires you to take the time to go into customization and apply them so you can pick them on the select screen. Simply unlocking it or getting it through the Ultimate Edition doesn't mean it doesn't require you to build a variation for it. Same goes for the various custom special move options that many go unapplied on the base variations. I'm crossing my fingers and toes for this to be greatly reduced for Mortal Kombat 12, by no less than 75%. I mean, preferably, I'd rather just go back to alternate attires and ditch gear altogether. Don't get me wrong, unlocking things can be fun and give a rewarding sense of satisfaction, but it has to be done right. When a game feels like a grind, like a job or a chore, it absolutely can deter people from wanting to use their free time to play it, so they just give up. And that's counterintuitive to why all of this is done in the first place. It's all to basically keep you playing. So if you never want to turn it on to begin with, because of this stuff, that's a negative. Or hell, even some resort to having the AI play the game for them instead. Going. Fucking love this game.